Welcome back to the Yugen podcast, where stories create connections and connections create perspective, and that's what drives the brand.
You practice that a little bit. Yo, welcome back, everybody. We're back on the show. We have a special guest today. We'll be mentioning that shortly, but just, how's everybody been? I want to hear some feedback on the comments and see how everybody's doing. But yeah, so to bring my cousin on to the show now. Yo, come through, bro.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's going on, guys?
Welcome to the podcast, bro. What's
Thank you
up?
for having me. Thank you for having me. It's great. Can't wait to see the progress in the podcast and see where it goes.
Yeah, man, definitely. So just tell us how you been and what you been up to.
Well, I've been good. As you know, I just got back from the Air Force boot camp and training. So yeah, I just got back from the Air Force. 6 months I've been away from home. I've left April and got back about 2 weeks ago.
Shit, bro, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, we're all busy. We all don't see. But yeah, and next week I'll be leaving to Italy and probably be gone for a while.
Damn, bro.
Over a year, yeah.
Over a year? I thought
Yeah.
it was actually longer, but it's just a
A
year.
year and 2 months, about a month, because they're actually letting me back.
All right, bro. So
Yeah.
that's the show because he basically gave us the whole details within a sentence.
That's everything
Yeah,
we're
that's
going to
everything
learn
we're gonna
today
talk
about him.
Exclusive.
So, let's take it back a little bit. Let's take it a little bit slower. Who are you? What do you do? What are your interests are? And kind of tell us how did you get involved into going into the Air Force? Work us into that story.
I ever since I was little, I always wanted to become a cop and eventually become a detective. I've done my research on it, and I've done presentations on actually becoming a cop and trying to become a detective.
Oh, that's right.
And as I grew up, I networked with people. It's like not what it's like that quote. It's not what you have. It's like who you know and stuff like that to get somewhere. So started networking and talking to people, and I was talking to this guy who worked for the FBI, and he was like, "Oh, what do you want to do?" And so we started talking, and I brought up that I wanted to join the Air Force to eventually become a detective, and he was like, "That's the way to go." And yeah, ever since I was little, I always wanted to join the forces. I always saw myself in uniform.
Yeah.
I always had that. So
Shit looks good on you, man.
You were in, what is that, ROTC?
yeah, I
right?
was in RTC for 3 years. Yeah.
Damn.
And it helped me out a lot. I'm thankful I did it. People would they wouldn't bully me, but
Yeah.
they would look at you differently. I know you.
I know. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I did that.
They're goofy. Nah, but I'm
Those
like
uniforms.
yeah, but no, I'm thankful. I had the opportunity to actually be in ROTC. Thankfully, my school had it. Not many schools have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so I did that for 3 years, and they don't give you that oh, you guys should join. It's up to you if you really have it in you.
Right.
Because it's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not obligated. It's more of you want to just do that on yourself kind of development.
Yeah, and it's the more you know. So it's that's how it is for JROTC. And so yeah.
So did that help you out in the joining the military? Did it put you at a different rank?
Yeah, actually, yeah. It
It benefited you.
It
I know.
benefited me in a way, yeah, because once I got in, I wasn't in a regular airman. I'm an airman first class now. So that's that's a rank they give you if you have any type of degree. That's how you start off,
Yeah.
and that's if you're not in I believe in the academy.
Right.
So yeah, that benefited me.
That's cool.
So why the Air Force and not the Army or the Marines? Why the Air Force exactly?
I at first I wanted to become a pilot, and the Air Force was you think of the Air Force, you automatically think of pilots
Yeah.
and
Okay.
fighter jets. Also there's the Navy, with
Okay.
the F-18s and stuff like that. But yeah, I saw the Air Force, and I just strictly thought pilot, fighter jets. That's the way to go. And then you hear, there's always, oh, the Air Force better. Chair Force. You don't really do much. But every single branch, they do their own job, and
Right. Yeah. It's not like you're slacking off. Just like
yeah, exactly. You're not slacking off. And my view was like totally different before I joined the Air Force. Now that I'm actually involved and an ambassador, it's like you you're exposed to so much more. You're like, oh, it
like
kinda,
what kind of exposure? What do you mean?
like the involvement that everybody has in the Air Force. Like every single job matters. Like every millisecond, every second.
You got it. You had a job.
Huh?
You had a job already while you were in the.
And
It was basic training, right?
yeah,
Right?
basic training.
Okay.
Even with like the training, of course. They put it in and they kind of engrave it like like every second counts. So like you kind of take ownership and pride in what you're doing, and you hit a realization that okay, I'm in the Air Force. Like
Yeah.
I have to change.
Yeah. How's the training there though?
The first day,
I want to know.
the first day I remember, it was nerve wracking that night.
Yeah.
I've never slept so early in my life. I think it was because I was
Slept alone.
no, we actually there was
You slept with another guy.
There's nothing wrong with that nowadays.
I'm just saying. I'm just curious. I don't know.
You sleep in your own bed, single beds, it's like a full size. And
You had a room to yourself for like
no,
a few
no, no,
months,
no.
right? It wasn't. No, it
Oh,
wasn't there.
Jeez, that's
No,
exclusive,
no.
bro.
Yeah, that's like
I thought you and your boy was talking about that, where you had I thought you had your room to yourself.
oh no, you're talking about like school. That's after BMT.
Oh, that was after.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I
after,
got you.
Like you got more privacy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like BMT, you got your single bed and everybody's like almost the same as you. You guys get a buzz cut, and yeah,
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I saw the pictures on that.
Look at my hair
back
there.
Oh yeah, thankfully,
Thankfully.
it's not it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Insecurities really don't matter at that point. You're just focused on graduating and completing the mission.
I mean, everybody's equal at that time because everybody has the same buzz cut.
Same
Yeah.
shirt, shorts, everything.
So the training. So, like, tell me a little bit more of the training itself. Like, what were you guys doing exactly?
Waking up in the morning, eating, and whatever was on the calendar for that day.
yeah?
We had to complete.
Okay.
Every day we had a schedule. Whatever they told us to do, we had to do. You know what I'm saying? So.
It's like this classified stuff you can't say, or
Yeah, nah. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it is like a training and base. So I don't wanna.
nah, it's all good.
But yeah, you guys
all
can
good.
ask, and I'll try to.
Nah, it's fine. But correct me if I'm wrong. You were a mechanic, right? You're doing mechanic.
Yeah, mechanic for fighter jets. Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically for my my airframe, which is a F-16.
Okay. Oh
So
wow.
yeah, the job itself, we call them crew chiefs, but it's like tactical aircraft maintenance, a maintainer for the jet itself. So we learned basic fundamentals of the jet and how to actually like do procedures whenever it needs like mechanic work, of course.
That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah,
Yeah.
like what kind of that's the schooling you got afterwards, and that's what you learned how to do as well, right? So it's
Yeah.
like you got that basic knowledge, and I think you were telling us before that you're gonna fly out to Italy to get more training, or you're actually gonna be working on them. Because I know you got certified now, but is there like another stage to that, or is it?
Yeah, well, before they from what I know, before they put you onto the flight line, you have to do hot training, which is you actually like
Simulation.
where you're actually trying to do the tasks, and then when they see that you're okay, good to go, then that's when they put you on the flight line with actual real life events. Like okay, this jet is coming in, you're flying it out.
So you're gonna be like right there on the border of like Ukraine and Russia and shit, like fixing those airplanes.
Oh,
Like,
if it comes
I believe in you, bro.
if it comes down to it, then wherever they send me.
damn,
Yeah.
that's wild.
It is. A lot of stuff is happening. But we're the best. So I feel like we have nothing really to worry about. Our technology is very advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, from any other.
And how long are you gonna be doing this for? How long are you?
3 years and 6 months. Yeah, and then from there they say, give me a new assignment.
Do you thinking like staying with the military afterwards,
Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
taking it as a career?
Yeah, it's
Long
not a-
term?
It's not a bad.
I have a few friends that did that, and I mean, why not? I mean, you're in it. Just go for it.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff that I could do just after my 3 years, 4 years technically. Um, it's like the sky's the limit. Like I could come back and work at the airport that's around, and I could literally work with like the commercial.
Jets.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, your life could change like so much after that's done. To you don't know what to expect. So it's just like you said, um, the the knowledge you're gained from all that, experience, it's just going to be life changing for you. So who knows where you're going to end up in 3.5 years, or if you're going to pursue that career for a longer period.
Yeah, honestly, they tell you all the time your life changes. Getting like a girlfriend pregnant, or
God.
like
Jeez, well,
yeah, life events.
that's like a turn.
Life
Trying
events.
to tell us something?
No, not yet. Life events happen.
When's the baby shower? Yo, I guess Brian's having a baby in like 9 months.
I'm
People.
currently single. I'm fine. but yeah, they say it all the time. I knew somebody that was in for a couple years. Over, like they finished their first contract.
I'll set up the Target account for you. That way people could like purchase stuff for you.
And
I'm
send
still
it.
yeah. I'm trying to help you out, bro. People are watching, So we got.
My
So,
mom. Yeah, but you get to meet people who oh yeah, I did only a couple years after my first contract, and I wanted to make it a real life. I wanted to make it a career, and then stuff happens. You got to support your mom back at home. You can't leave them alone. Stuff like that happens.
I mean, I hope it goes for the best for you, and you're able to stick around, and just like that'll be such an awesome career to have. I feel like I personally don't know much people like personally. I have friends that do it, but it seems like a fun experience, dude. They have families, they stick around with their family, like wife, kids. But I also see them helping out, like mom, dad, other family members too. So it's just like you got to prioritize what you want to do, and I feel that if you do that right, it's just just make sure that you're doing things the right way for you, and you answer your calling too. Like the things that you feel in your heart are the right thing to do. I feel like those things are uh, it'll take you further.
Yeah, and I like that you brought that up because obviously like during training, like about the job and actually learning, you run into these individuals who are actually training you, and preparing you for the real deal, and they tell you like just be careful like how you manage because like they're separated from their family. Like you actually make this a career, and mind you, I'm going to Italy for 3 years, and it's like I don't know when I'm be able to see my mom again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they say try to make time for your family as much as you can because at the end of the day, that's all you have at the end of the day. It's kind of like my mom tells me all the time, like friends, there's never really friends. It's only family. So yeah, he always told me and he always emphasized that your families, try to put in time for them and
Yeah, I mean we got so many resources that we could use now to kind of like communicate.
yeah, totally.
Like virtual calling and stuff like that, video calling. So that's just like a big plus for you to just like go out there and do what you have to do. That's just me giving you like some sort of advice right now, kind of like to not feel that type of pressure of like shit, I got to go back home and stuff, or I feel like homesick. I guess that could be one, a factor as well to kind of want to make you come back home, or just be closer to family. I mean, it's tough, but I feel that if you just stick through it and kind of like push through it to see what happens, and
Yeah, thankfully my mom and my dad are both supportive. They're not like, oh, come back, If anything, they're pushing me,
yeah, that's awesome.
They it sucks to say, but they say it, like before I die, I just want to make sure you're okay. Like you're independent, you got your life.
That's right, because you're the one that's gonna have to like answer for yourself in the future.
And that's big too, thinking about it, like you reminisce on it, you're like, damn, like I want to make sure I'm good, and they don't have nothing to worry about.
Facts. Facts.
Because it kind of sucks depending on people. Like you don't want to bother anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I take that kind of to heart when she said that to me.
So how many girls are you leaving behind? Do you have a girl? My bad.
Yeah, no,
No?
currently no.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I was-
Imagine he does have a girl and then you just blow him up.
Well, it's just like
You have a girl
There's-
now in
you know,
a different
there's-
country.
there's one girl.
Each country I go to now, I have a
Spain,
girlfriend.
Italy. I mean, no, I met an individual.
An individual?
Yeah, and but I kind of focused on my training. I prioritized that first
Yeah.
over anything.
Hot Boy Summer was like something like that.
Not even because you're so focused in school.
Oh,
Orlando's
man.
trying to say.
I know, right? Leave the poor kid alone.
I don't have no money. I was really focused in school.
Nah, don't worry about that, bro. You have a long way ahead of you. Don't worry about it. And it's a good mindset. And I think, and like I was gonna tell O, and since you're younger than me, right? How old are you?
20.
You're 20, right? And you're way younger than O. O's.
Oh yeah, we don't know this.
But it's a good mindset to have, to be thinking about your future already and setting up for your family, but obviously yourself as well, which is the most important thing.
Yeah.
But so what? So when before you were in the you went to the Air Force, like what was the mindset for you before, and then now that you spent some time in the Air Force, like what's the mindset now?
Oh.
Like before and then, yeah.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. I don't
Yeah.
even know where to start, honestly.
Okay, yeah.
Like, it's like, so before the Air Force, I was like, not really focused in my future. It was more of like, all right, I'm in present time right now, you know? So it was like, what can I start doing now for me to start progressing and worrying more about I wasn't really focused in my future until like.
And that's fine. I mean, most people, no, but it is fine. I mean, most people at 18, 20, they don't, or even 16, they don't really have like what they want to do in the future sometimes. Some people do and some people don't. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
But keep going. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut
Oh,
you
yeah,
off. It's
so-
just saying it's fine.
A lot of stuff happened before I actually joined the Air Force. I was originally supposed to go in 2020, and then I had certain situations
I
happen.
remember that. I was like, when are
Yeah.
you leaving?
Oh yeah, and it was a big like.
Oh, yeah, I
what's
do remember
happening?
that.
Like
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had unfortunate events happening to me currently, and so then.
Wait, you're still going through it?
No, I'm actually cleared.
Oh, you
yeah.
said currently, so I thought you were still
No, well,
kind of.
in that time, you know.
In that time, okay, gotcha.
Like I'm kind of going through it right now, and it delayed me like about a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get everything fixed, and I didn't tell my mom or anything like that. So till this day, she don't know. But yeah, I was trying to figure. Like I said.
Can you share that with us?
So I got my license taken away, and I was originally gonna become a.
Wait, how'd that happen? How do you get your license taken away?
Your
So-
driver's license?
Yeah. So I got like 5 tickets. I was going to
Oh,
the city.
okay.
Yeah, and then I was like in that period
Yeah.
when I first got my license. Like when you get it, it's like 6 months.
I don't
get in trouble.
I don't know how I don't have my license taken away.
Especially when you have the BMW.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't understand how my license. I still have a license, and I have a shit ton
I
of
just
points.
got it back actually. When I got here on Friday, that following Monday, I went to the DMV and they gave it to me like that. Yeah, I
Oh,
just had to
wow.
pay like a
That's
$60 fee. Yeah. So yeah, I got my license back.
Okay. Nice. Good.
Yeah, so that delayed me for like 2
Yeah.
years, and I was actually working in a factory before the Air Force.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
I was working at a factory.
Mhm,
Doesn't matter. But whoever works in a factory, keep doing you. You know, I met some great people, funny people. I loved it, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't for me.
Of course.
You know, yeah, it kind of hit me too when I was working in a factory. I'm like, I'm doing what like my people do, like work in a factory, and like they don't get out of it. They just think that a certain amount of money a week is like.
Yeah, I mean that's like the lifestyle we kind of grew up in, where it's like it's like a lot of people just get very complacent and they're very comfortable in the situation they are, and they feel like that's like never ending. I feel like bro, your job is so replaceable, and that job could just like end at any minute,
Yeah.
and you're screwed. And the crazy part is they'll go on and just do it over again, and there's no like drive to like succeed or like do better in life. It's just like, oh, I'll just get another factory job. I'll just go to another place.
Oh, you have experience? Oh, I'll take you. It's like crazy.
Yeah, but do you think it's because they don't really have another skill and
Well, no.
and where they come, most of the people that work at these factories come from a different country, so they don't really have the outlet or people to really take them somewhere else other than something like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Of course, there's situations where it's more of like you can't, you're obligated to work there because you're you either have like no papers or whatever it is. You can't just get around because you don't have a car or you don't have a license to drive. But I feel that there is definitely people in there that have the opportunity to succeed and they don't because they're just they're complacent.
I feel like there's two types of people because there's people that actually like want to better themselves and they actually come here for like the American dream. They actually like let me do my research and they actually start, like I said, networking and they start.
That dude we met last night.
Yeah.
At the halal place. That dude, he just had gotten here 20 minutes 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, bro.
20 days.
Yeah, he got a job at halal place for 20 minutes ago.
20
That's
amazing.
Job,
Yeah, no, 20 days ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was telling us his story. And dude was like so open, he was talking, he was networking with us, so seems like a very cool dude. Just, that's the type of mentality I think you got to have on life. And no matter where you are in life, you just got to sort of kind of network and reach out all the time. And I feel like those people sometimes just stop or they're too scared.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying before, after the factory,
Well, yeah, so I got my license taken away. I was working at a factory. And, yeah, about the factory, I worked there for a flat year.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Year.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, you visit me, like, a couple days in the week and be like,
well, it
when
wasn't.
When is this happening?
It wasn't that I was kind of like, why are you working at a factory? It was more of like, weren't you going to the military and you were joining?
Yeah. And I was telling people I was, and I just didn't want to look dumb. Like, this kid's not going.
Exactly. It was more of like, what happened with that?
And and if you remember, I didn't give enough information because I didn't want people to know my situation.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, I was like, all right, I got this figured out. Now I can go. So yeah.
But you were still driving around.
Classified information.
I remember that.
I'll edit that out.
Yeah, don't tell me any secrets. I'll
Restricted life.
You're screwed if you tell me any secrets when you come on the podcast.
Nah, but
This exposes people.
Yeah.
yeah. So I was working at a factory, and I was like, all right. That's when I kind of gave up on the Air Force in a way.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Really?
actually did. Yeah, I was like,
Really?
yeah, I did because like he said,
you
I
were
got comfortable in the freaking
you're comfortable.
factory, and when these people talk to you, and
I
they're
remember there was a time where you were like excited that they were making you manager.
yeah, and yeah,
Yeah.
like they were like talking about like a $19 an hour type
Yeah.
thing, and like that's like
How old were you there?
19,
19?
19, yeah.
Wait, how old
I
are
was
you?
I was working. I worked.
He's only been going for what, 6 months, so it was not too long ago.
Yeah, it was not so long ago. Yeah, I worked my full
Yeah.
year there like 2021.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2020. That's when I got my license taken away.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
I gotta admit, I did see a change when I spoke to you that time on what is it, the FaceTime call that we had.
Yeah.
Right there, I kind of noticed your character had totally like it was looking at a different person.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same person that I knew when you were here, and communicating with you there. I was like, holy shit, this dude, literally like, you changed from a kid to a man.
Yeah.
Kind of in a way,
Yeah, when I got
you're still a
back-
kid and you have that in you.
Yeah.
It's just like there's something about you now that's a little different.
Yeah, like people say that now. Like when I've met up with friends and everything, and they're like you're different, And I'm like, are you saying that just because now that I'm in the military, or like genuinely?
No, it's
you
just like your personality changes. Your
Yeah.
character is like a different person. You hold yourself like, I don't know, in a different way.
Yeah, I was with my friend yesterday, and she told me, she was like, you don't look as happy. It's not that you're not happy, but it's
You okay?
No, like she
Bro, you need to cry it out. What happened?
Hey, we're here for you. This is why the podcast is here.
save lives. No, but she was like, you're just like more serious now. Like the military has like molded.
No,
you
I don't
away.
I don't think you're serious. It's just more of like you have like, I don't know. It's just something about you that just got kind of like you're accountable. I feel like You're more
More mature, you're saying?
mature. Yeah, I don't know. It's like maybe, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, people say it, I just don't. I don't know. It's kind of hard because it's like I guess it's more easier seeing it outside, from the outside than actually like.
Yeah, personally.
But I believe it because I get it a lot. I trust me, I get it a lot, and I guess that's something to be proud of.
Have your parents told you anything?
Yeah, my mom's. They point out these things that I don't do anymore. Like you said, you're
Sleep
more.
late.
Yeah, yo, like I actually like got used to like sleeping early. Like it's so beneficial, waking up early. I would wake up at like 3 in the afternoon back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, even then I was like, I wasted a whole day. But in the morning I feel like productive. Like let's do something.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot has changed. Taking care of myself, eating well. The military does a lot to you in a good way.
Yeah.
That I feel.
So what would you say to a person that wants to go into the military?
Oh, totally go for it. I recommend it 100%. No doubt. I don't. You hear all these stories, people like, even then when I was wanting to join, when I told people that I was excited about doing it, they're like, don't do that. Don't give your life away. You're property of the government. I still feel like a human being, Yeah, I work and stuff like that, but it's like the people you meet, like being in the military, and it's just a great experience.
Yeah.
You gotta make it a great experience. Don't be miserable.
Right. Yeah.
know
No,
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that's like in every aspect of life. You got to make it, worthwhile.
Yeah.
But if you join the military, it definitely is like something.
And if you're gonna do your job, be prideful about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, be the best at what you're gonna do, and I still feel like a human being. Like I get to do everything. The people you get to know, the places you go to, you think of the military. That's one of the first thing I thought of. Were like, traveling, and benefits, great jobs. Who gets to get close to a freaking fighter jet? You know what I'm saying? Not everybody.
Yeah, not everybody gets to experience
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a couple pictures. Maybe we could show them up on some editing on the video. Yeah, so
Get it on there.
yeah, we'll get it on there. He has like a video of you inside of a.
Yeah,
I think
from
what
an
was it?
outside
A
perspective?
F-16 was it?
Yeah, it was.
And
Fire.
in the military, there's so many other things that you can do other than obviously going into the war. You could work on mechanic. You could be a mechanic. You could do medical.
It's
There's
not
other.
all war, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Nurses and stuff like that, or OSI, Operational Special Investigations. That's where I was thinking of going after
Right,
my
right.
3 to 4 years. Become a detective, retire, then come back to Suffolk, try to see if I become a cop or something like that, or become a detective. I feel like that'd be a way to go. And see, that's where these opportunities that you get.
Yeah,
And
it
when
opens
you
doors
put
for
in
you, I
that
feel
resume
like.
that previous military, this is my job experience. Take you right in.
So have you seen Aliens?
Yes. Yes.
You hear a lot from them in Texas, but I would stargaze whenever I was out with my friends, late at night. Like,
The views are amazing out there. I'm assuming.
yeah,
right?
the stars, it's crazy.
You can see the Milky Way, I think, or the galaxy or some shit. Milky Way is the
I was
galaxy,
with my-
right? Like the tail of it.
Yeah, the galaxy.
I was in Oklahoma with my friends. We were coming back to Texas, and we stopped,
Yeah.
like, in this highway. It wasn't that packed. We pull over to the side, and I look up, and I didn't believe it when people say you could actually see the Milky Way,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
literally see it.
Yeah, you can see a spiral.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could see it from like a
see,
distance.
like, a
If you
tail.
like really think about it, you could really see it. And I was amazed. I was so happy.
Wait, but like, is there aliens? I want to know.
Oh,
You don't know.
classified.
Classified.
I heard NASA just came out with their team.
Yeah, they have a team now that they're
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
doing some investigation. I'm
don't
big
know
into
anything.
that shit.
I don't know anything about that.
I mean, who knows, right?
Oh
See what
man, when
happens.
you come back, you gotta let us know, bro.
Part 2
Part
Yeah.
after Italy.
There's a lot of
exist.
You know what? The funny thing's that you're gonna be like in contact with a lot of fighter pilots, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be able to like, yo, did you see anything, bro? Like,
Yeah.
let
You
me
hear
know,
all
because a
these
lot of them are
History
coming
Channel,
out saying they see a lot of shit that's going on in outer space, and they're like,
Following.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, they're following these things, and they're like, I can't keep up. It's not on my radar.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's pretty cool.
Who knows? Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, did you meet any fighter pilots while you were there, or was it just like
No, I
mostly
didn't.
instructor? No, right?
No, not yet. Not yet. But I did meet them. The air show at Jones Beach.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they would come out. They were actually like the Blue Angels or the Thunderbirds. I'm not sure, but they
Oh,
would like
yeah.
after they flew. They would come onto the.
Yeah,
They would come and they would take pictures with people.
yeah.
I actually spoke to one of them. I forgot the name, but I'm like, oh, like
Yeah.
hopefully one day I get to become a fighter pilot.
What did you think about the movie of Top Gun?
Actually, I actually saw it
Yeah.
the second day of graduation. Yeah, the second day of graduation. I saw my mom and my brother. It was super cool.
It is, right?
Yeah, you
I thought
feel-
it was an amazing
You feel
movie.
very patriotic after
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like yeah,
Yeah, it was a
That
sick
was
movie.
super cool.
I loved it.
I still haven't seen it.
What?
Yeah.
You have to see it. It's a great movie.
What was it?
Wow, I'm not patriotic enough.
Nah, but that movie was great
Yeah,
for
that
real.
movie's sick.
Nah,
I sadly had to watch it on I think it was an American Airlines flight. So it was like a little screen. Like, yo, I was like so hyped up. I was like, I want to go see it at the movies. This and this, and like, I want to do the X screen. I think it's called X screen, where
Yeah.
you have the 3 screens, and then you have one in the center. I don't know. I think they have it at what movie theater do they have that one? Is it the Regals over
is
here?
that the 4? Is that the 4X when you feel everything?
even
in the
Deer Park
movie
has
theater?
it.
No,
Deer
no. It's
Park has
just
it.
I think they do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deer Park has it.
I don't know. Somebody has it, but it's 3 screens. It's 2 on the side and 1 in the center. So I wanted to see the Top Gun movie in that type of environment. I didn't get to.
That would have been sick because all the
Yeah.
effects and all that stuff that they have. in
Come
that
on, American Airlines, get bigger screens. That's what I was trying to
movie. I love
say.
American Airlines. That's my go-to.
Nah, they gotta put the VR sets, bro.
But just to get away a little bit from the military, I know we've been talking a lot about that because I know you've been involved with that a lot. But I want to go into a little bit of a different realm and talk about, I guess, obviously, like I said, you're younger than us, and I want to know like your perspective of how your generation is going and the trajectory of it, and do you think your generation is getting better? Do you think it's getting worse with all the technology and social media? And that's good.
All right.
How do you view your generation going, obviously, or how do you view life exactly?
Yeah, so with my generation, I believe like with technology, our generation would be able to keep up with it like to the T possibly. Yeah. Like we're so involved.
We're old.
We're so involved in technology nowadays. It's like easy to pick up. All you got to do is just really teach
I mean,
us.
technology is always advancing, and it's always
Yeah.
coming up with something new. So it's more of, I think, whatever generation it is, it's always gonna have to be. You're gonna constantly have to get updated.
Yeah.
You know.
I just with what's happening now, I feel like our youth it's like we're focused on social media and having jobs. Like there's nothing wrong with podcasts, but people think that they could make money and make a living off podcasts. Like all these influencers, you know what I'm saying? Like we should focus more on being like
Everybody wants to be a TikTok star.
yeah, like like be an electrician.
I mean, from
carpenter
what I
and all that
hear,
other
it's
stuff.
like China delivers a different type of message on TikTok versus what the United States, what they market or show on the platform in the United States is like totally different.
I did hear about that.
Like the versus comparison of what
Yeah.
you see on
Two different
TikTok.
things.
Yeah, two
Yeah,
different.
way
It's like
two different
more.
things.
It's more educational on that side than on this side. It's more of like
Yeah, it's like
stupid shit.
yeah, it really is really. But yeah, I feel like
So do you think your generation is getting smarter? You think they're getting dumber, or what do you think?
it'd be hard to say. I just would like, in my opinion, I just wish like they could focus more on like actually like real life jobs. Like actually like try like not everybody could become a soccer player.
course not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So have a backup plan. You know, your brain's always gonna be working. You know, actually like try to learn a skill and try to be a professional at it. You know what I'm saying? If one doesn't go, then
What do
try
you
another.
think could change? What do you think is something that could help the youth kind of like think different, or what do you guys think you guys need, or what are you missing? Like, what's that? What is something that would make you feel like?
back then you would hear it a lot. For education, even then when we were kids, well, I'm still a kid, but they would be like, why don't you actually teach us something that we could use in
Useful.
real life?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Facts. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stupid things that they teach in school that could be changed and
Like what?
benefit us in, like, I don't know, just some hands-on technical stuff where
Yeah, exactly.
we're like, everybody says it, and I feel like nobody kind of like makes that type of change in within the district, like doing taxes, learning how to do something like that useful,
or teach you how to
something that
build up a business.
everybody
or
gets
start
screwed
something.
on that. Nobody knows how to do it. It's like,
We pay somebody to do it.
And this is what I was telling you like a few weeks ago since I started working at the hospital, and how I view. I don't want to dwell too much on this because this is a whole nother
cool.
topic
Yeah,
for
literally.
another
Yeah.
day.
yeah, don't feel the pressure, bro. You're good.
Nah, nah. This I'll definitely we'll make a video on this another day, but on how society needs to change, and how school needs to change in the education system because I just like how he's saying. I think people in school need to start learning more about real life things, is whether it's finances, how to start a business, and stop teaching kids things that they are not even interested in, and at the end of the day, they just do the work just because they have to, not because they're actually learning something.
Yeah.
But that'll be for another segment for another
Yeah,
day.
no, I definitely agree. It's yeah. I mean, there's so many things that kids are. Not everybody's meant to go to school.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of things need to be hands on and show kids like, yo, you could actually go into this and you could do this with your hands. There has to be somebody to do this type of thing, or this type of fabrication, manufacturing, engineering, stuff like that.
Exactly. We need to fill in those gaps, and we can't just
Yeah.
have them going to go be a TikToker or go do something.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse now. So it's like,
So hopefully you guys know what I'm trying to go at with that. Like I just feel like we just need to progress and actually going into real life jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good
not
point.
Just
That's-
social media.
that's cool. What's something that you would have considered to go into, as in that stage of your life that you felt that there was something missing?
So in high school they actually paid for my BOCES.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so you go to school and like a trade school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went for law enforcement, but I look back now, I wish I could have gone for like a plumber or an electrician, because I had couple situations where like, hey, like you know how to do this with electricity, and I'm like,
It's always needed.
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could have, because you really don't need a degree for like law enforcement, really. So unless you're becoming a detective, you need a bachelor's, but like for all the other stuff,
I mean, it depends what state you're in. I think.
yeah.
I think New York State requires an associate's degree at least. In New York City, I think you need.
I don't remember if they still need the associate's degree.
I just heard your diploma for high school was enough.
Yeah, I think that's what it is now.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
Can't
maybe
confirm this.
changed.
Who knows? Our generation is
But yeah, so
yeah, plumber or an electrician or something.
Yeah.
Carpenting,
Yeah.
all any in that realm, I feel like would have been very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Or like cars, body work.
so you want to start like a business
I would-
eventually, whatever trade you
Oh
learn.
yeah, for sure. I would like to. More in the car, realm.
In the car realm.
Yeah, but who knows? Cause like
Designing cars or just like having your own shop to do kind of what with cars,
tuning them up.
tuning them up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm hopefully the military sends me to Japan and then go.
That'll be sick.
Yeah, I have stuff planned if that does happen.
Oh, I remember you told me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
see what I do with that. Start a business. Cause I feel like you're not really. You can make money working for somebody else, but I feel like if you have a business, you start off rough, but once it kicks off, I feel like it'll really benefit you, and then you'll be over the average.
What's your favorite car?
An R32 Nissan.
Yeah.
I say that proudly. That car, I love that car. Yeah.
Beautiful car. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful car.
Yeah, I really. People say, "Oh, you're a fanboy," but not everybody sticks with it.
Mm.
Yeah, I've been true to that car since I was little. I've always wanted it. Once, if you see me in Japan, just know I'm coming back with it. I'm coming back with it.
Dude. Yeah.
I'm coming back with it. Yeah, hopefully the military sends me there. Yeah.
That's awesome, bro. But so then what are your future goals? What do you want to complete? What do you still want to do?
Definitely.
Obviously, you're very young, obviously.
have a lot to
So,
do,
but what do you want to do?
I would love to eventually own a business.
Mm-hmm.
Own a business and
In the car realm still? Or?
in the car realm as
Okay.
well. I've been looking at real estate.
Mm.
Where at? Here in not New York, right? It's too
Yeah,
fucking expensive
no.
out here.
Everybody everybody's targeting Texas.
Texas,
Big time.
You liked it out there? How was it?
Where I was at, I didn't really like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like I don't want to go back there. But on the drive there, that 5-hour drive, looking at the window and actually like I'm outside. Like, I'm actually free now. Looking at the buildings at the houses, they're beautiful, beautiful, man. You think that you'll be in the Dix Hills if you were looking at those houses?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. So hopefully, something down the line down there.
You didn't take any pictures there you could share with us?
I wish
Really?
I did, yeah. But it was like in the desert, like these houses where they were so empty.
Yeah.
Like they're asking you to buy these houses just to fill the
That-
population.
That's how I felt like when I was in California in Bakersfield. I mean, there's nice parts. I'm not gonna. I shit on Bakersfield all the time because I hate it. No, I don't hate it. It's just there's parts of it that I'm like, what the hell. But it's a huge city. It's big.
Yeah, it is. When I went, it was pretty big. There was a lot to look
Yeah,
at.
it's a huge place. There's a lot to look at. Yeah. But yeah, there's just random places where it's like, how the hell is somebody living out here?
Yeah, right.
It's so random compared to New York and just like experiencing.
lifestyle.
Yeah, experiencing that for the first time, I was like, the hell, culture shock here.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, how are you maintaining yourself? How do you go to the grocery
Good
store?
question. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, how do you sleep at night?
Yeah, but hopefully I get to own a business. I think of my kids. I want to be known as that. Oh, he did this, and this is why we're like this. Like I want to like be able to like set a foundation, and then hopefully my kids get to build off that, and then
Facts.
my kids get to. I just want my family to be successful.
I like that. Where do you think your mindset comes from? Do you think it's from your family? Do you think it's from what you've been experiencing in the Air Force? Or do you think it's just like an intrinsic motivation from yourself? Like to think like that.
It's me witnessing what my mom and my dad went through. They're not together, but my dad, like, his story is like insane. It's like every other immigrant that's come to the United States, how they started and where they are now. And same thing goes for my mom. We're not all the same, but me as a kid, I was like, I need to do something in life in order for me to, make them proud and, get looked at like this kid is trying to push it to the limit and, at the end of the day, I'm trying to like buy a house for my mom. Every kid's dream, buy a house for your mom or dad, and just give them my mom and my dad weren't able to give me everything. I'm friends with a lot of kids and they're like, oh, I went, to another country, and you just like damn, you wish you had that, but then I don't because I'm kind of happy who I am as a person. I feel like I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for the situation I was in, but that's what I want. I want to give my mom and my dad what they weren't able to give me.
Facts.
So that's how it is. That's just how it is.
It's respect
That's
right there,
deep,
bro.
yeah.
You're gonna make me cry over here.
Nah.
No, it's good. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, like
That's
you,
like-
you know it. You.
I mean, we all experience that kind of in
Yeah.
the same way, and yeah, we all have that same passion to kind of like get out of the hood, right? To kind of do better.
leave the hood, but the hood doesn't leave you.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
It sticks with you. Facts. That's good, man. I'm proud of you. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's literally it, and I want to keep pushing and see. I would just want to make sure my mom, I'm able to give her a certain amount every week, once I hit that level, like, okay, I'm good now. So let's start seeing what we do, as a family. That's what I want. Yeah.
We'll make sure she watches this moment right here.
Translator, please.
I'll put the Spanish subtitles for her.
My mom.
Nah, that's cool, bro, man. I love it. But that's awesome, dude. Keep doing what you're doing with the Air Force. I think you have a great mindset. You have a great head on, on your shoulders, and we're proud of you. I mean, I don't think I could ever go in the Air Force or anything like that myself, personally. I don't know about you, Will.
I kind of did want to, and I got stupidly talked out of it.
Yeah, grandma.
I want her to be everything, so I don't know.
They,
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
right?
Pretty much. We're getting there, guys.
We're slowly getting there.
yeah. I was,
So,
No,
yeah.
I was just thinking about what you said. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've literally done everything.
Yeah.
It's a running joke.
But yeah, here we are.
Yeah. But I guess just wanted to say, just give a message to, I guess, your generation, and what do you want to say, I guess, out to people?
Don't be scared to like try new things. I know the Air Force for me was like I mean it's been the biggest achievement and accomplishment that I've done in my life. There's nothing else I've done really that to say, oh, beside high school graduation.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, that is true. But don't be scared to like try anything new, you know. If people it came from the heart, me joining the Air Force, and people were like, you know, you got talked out of it. Like I was just like, I'm doing it. I don't care what you think, you know, I'm gonna push, support me or not, I'm pushing, you know. But yeah, don't be scared to try anything new. And if you hear people like, you know, talk you out of it, or you know, or in anything, starting a business, you know, you do it.
Yeah.
And if you fail, you fail. But if you know, if you're hungry and you want to like get up there, then that's on you. You got to be ambitious.
Yes, sir.
That's how it is.
Perfectly said. Yeah. So public announcement. A lot of people think, well, I wanted to introduce the new logo. Not the new logo, but just one of the images that we got now. We got a new character. We got a new name for him yet? Did we agree on that? Or
We don't have a name just yet.
Rampage.
Anybody watching this, put the names down in the comments. The new merch will be coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is the new character.
Yeah, it's the new character. And just to mention, I think that is Ronald, but just I want to be clear, this is not me. I'm coming out with my own one soon.
Yeah, he'll be coming with his own characters. There's more characters to come. A bunch of ideas. Still have more things that we still want to do.
Yeah, we're kind of plotting something cool. That's in the works still. It's a pretty cool concept that we were talking about before.
Stay tuned.
So yeah, we'll see if that comes about and we show you guys in the future.
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned.
And as I always end these podcasts with the recurring segment with the one-word interviews, because I love to just get people.
Where we're at.
Yeah, get the people on the spot. You know how this works, right?
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
last
all right, yeah. So I mean, obviously, don't take it seriously. You could just say any one word. It could be. It's just jokes. It's just for jokes. So we could just start off. What do you think about the Air Force?
Successful.
Successful. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the Army?
Mm.
Oh man.
He said,
They're compared to
Is that a yummy or like what do you mean?
they're yummy.
Like Justin Bieber. Good. Good.
They're good.
Alright.
Dope.
It's dope. Not as cool as the Air Force.
Possibly.
Possibly. You can expand on it. I mean, this is aren't questions. I'm just asking.
We're okay. That's
You got one for him, Mo?
No.
Wow, you don't got any for him? That's all messed up.
Not today.
I got one.
Nah, you got one for me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Where do you see your podcast in the future?
Showtime.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably.
Bang.
Bang bus. In the bang bus. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? What the hell's bang?
Bang.
Oh,
Big.
It's gonna blow up.
actually, like you mean like the comic word bang.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Get with the program here.
Bang.
Oh,
You're a
it's so
clown.
funny, man. Favorite soccer player?
Messi.
Why?
Goat.
You're gonna have to get off the podcast right now.
Yo, who knows? Who do you think is gonna take the World Cup this year?
Just say
Benzema.
Benzema's gonna
Benzema.
take it by himself. What? Nah. Personally, obviously, I want Portugal to win just because I'm a Ronaldo fan, but I don't think they're gonna win. It's probably gonna be either Brazil or Argentina. If Argentina wins it, well deserved. But I do think Brazil has a better chance. To be honest, they look really, really good.
Yeah.
I don't think Spain is gonna make it up there.
What do you think about England?
No.
No.
England might make it, maybe quarterfinal, semis, but I doubt they'll make it to the final.
Hopefully Mexico.
Mexico?
All
Jeez.
right,
Sorry
we
for
know
all your Mexicans, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah.
Nah.
All right, that was a hint. I get it. Texas. Your heart's calling.
I love Texas. It's too hot though. My vision has kind of gone blurry because of it, because of the heat.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's dried out my eyes and they get watery, very watery, and I noticed like a big change in like
Liver damage, I
distance.
think.
2022 for you, thus far.
You drink a lot of alcohol.
Excellent.
What?
Nah, I don't.
No, I'm asking
No, I
because your
don't.
eyes. No, it's like a condition, I think.
I don't- I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink.
No, that's
Yeah.
He said his eyes were hurting. That's like a condition.
I don't
You
drink.
got to check that out. You got to go to the doctor, bro. Yeah.
I don't
We're getting
drink
medical
alcohol.
advice on the show.
Literally. I don't drink alcohol.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
You used to.
What? Yo, this guy. Wait,
I
hold
was
on.
just exposing people. We're gonna cut
No,
this part.
no.
We're gonna cut this part out.
No, we're gonna talk about it.
You see? He used to drink.
No, I'm for real. I never.
No, you never drank?
No.
Oh, get the
You
hell
don't
out of
even
here.
know.
I mean, you hang around with the Duardo.
Oh,
Yo,
man,
no.
This podcast is turning into.
No. I'm always DD, designated driver. Even in like school.
Is that how you got your 5 points? How'd you get your 5 points?
That's a.
Oh my god, this is coming into like Family Feud over here.
No, because I'm not a drinker. I'm not even a smoker. That's another. But I was driving out one night. I borrowed a friend's car, and you know those plates that they're like paper. They come from Texas. Apparently, it's like.
Wait, who?
Huh?
Wait, what comes?
So I borrowed a car, right? And you know those plates.
Keep going.
those
Keep going.
those temporary plates. They're like from Texas.
The paper plates?
Yeah.
That's why he confused me. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, you never seen those attached to cars, like paper plates?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
You said, what did he say? He said
Paper plates, the
Paper
ones you
plates.
print out.
Oh, I thought he
like,
said-
because of the pandemic, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he has something else, right? No?
No, I said paper plates.
Just killed the spider, bro. I saved your life.
Okay.
Next Spider-Man. You fit the role though. Yeah, but those paper plates, apparently it's I was driving, and turns out that it was fake. No insurance, no registration, and
You printed out the paper plates?
no, it wasn't me. I just borrowed the car. I personally think I was screwed over that night. I actually, why would I give you a car that doesn't have insurance? Like, if I know it's fake, I know it's fake. I'm not gonna give you the car to screw your life over. And knowing the way you're gonna go, like,
No.
I would have been in the Air Force by now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it happened. I think it happened for a reason too, because I was going to become a cop in the Air Force. But I feel like God changed my path, and now I'm grateful for the job I have now.
Ah, that's right. Another subject we could talk about real quick. You are a religious man.
Yeah, Christian.
So how's that feel? That you joined the military and, you know.
My God.
What?
This is a serious question.
Yeah. I mean,
I
is it
mean,
not? Is it
no,
not?
no, no.
Is not a is it not a serious question?
It needs to be heard, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it is a topic.
A lot of people don't join the military because they're religious.
that is like grandma, you know. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's not. But then people tell me, some people at church were really proud of me. They were like, oh, like the army, like or the military branch in general, like presents like strong men of God. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that, but they told me that, and I was like, I guess that's something new, and made me proud, I guess. But yeah, it helped me out a lot when I was alone, cause I had my room alone for a couple of times after my roommate. Not that I needed him, but it was cool having like somebody there that you talk to, and he was also religious. Shout out to Miller. He was also religious, and you kind of push each other to like read the Bible, actually pray. People don't pray at night before you go to sleep. If you're religious, it's kind of like, pray before you go to sleep. I would watch him do it, and it's kind of like, I got to do it now. Yeah, so
That's interesting.
yeah, you read I read the Bible, and you actually like, I got a lot of messages from it. I just opened it randomly, and I got a lot of messages from it. I learned a lot, and they're kind of messages you can use to preach. So yeah, it helped me out a lot.
That's
for real.
real.
It legit helped me out a lot.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I didn't know that. So that's interesting. Anything you want to say to your viewers, or give anybody like a shout out?
Well, I want to thank you guys for
Yeah, no
inviting me, of course. And yeah, don't be scared to do anything.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to in the Air Force?
Oh yeah, shout out to my classmates. We were in class. Well, for the most part, we all have different airframes, But for the most part, like, it was the same friend group. Literally, it was the same friend group, and I couldn't have asked for a better group.
Are you meeting up with those people back in Italy?
I have 3 waiting for me in Italy right now, and
They're there now. They're like
yeah,
they
they're
left?
there. They're already there. They spent time with their family, and so then they went this past Tuesday. They're there, and they just keep telling me about it. They're going to a freaking winery this Friday.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, you should come." But yeah, shout out to them. They're all great people. You know, we all hang out, and some people don't have friends to hang out with at the Air Force. You just in your dorm, and they actually like invite you and stuff like that. So they're caring people. Yeah, you meet a lot of cool people in the Air Force, and I'm grateful for all of them. But yeah,
Take your brothers and sisters, huh?
shout out to them. Yeah, they are my brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
and you say that proudly too over there, because that's people you're with them more than you are with your family,
Yeah, I mean you're gonna
and they are your family. So
you're gonna grow new relationships.
yeah, and I just can't wait to see what happens. You know.
That's sick. All right,
Yeah.
all right, man. So thank you everybody for tuning in and listening to our podcast once again.
4 years from now, you'll see me again.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, bro. I appreciate it, coming on to the podcast. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Appreciate you, bro. And you're doing great stuff, and keep it up. But, yeah, can't wait to hear from your story again. And hopefully, if the brand is still around, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to hear from your story again.
We don't go to war.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. But, yeah, that's the story. Peace.